Welcome back to another special episode of Two Brothers, One Puck. I'm Nick,
I'm Justin,
and we're the Davidson brothers. It is good to be back, rolling as usual. Another back-to-back week for us. It's been a while. I know this summer's been a little crazy for the both of us. You know, you got family, you got hockey, so it gets a little overwhelming sometimes. But we do enjoy getting on here, spending this time together, spending the time with you guys. So we'll try to be more consistent in our output and make sure we kind of keep the topics fresh. And with that being said, I'll say, excuse me, sorry. We have a pretty interactive group. Most of the guys we play with are family members. If there's anything you guys would like to hear us talk more about, like we're open to suggestions too. Like we would definitely want to get more guests on here as well. So I mean, if you got something you were really passionate about, you could always send us a message. I would say it's a little harder for us we're not as tech savvy, so I don't really know how to get to the Two Brothers One Puck Messenger.
I do.
But if you want to message
I will
us,
show you.
I'll say if anything, you want to message us directly. If you have a topic in mind and you'd like to come on the show, shoot us a message. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's not like, we're some big shots where we're shooting people down at the opportunity to get on here and fucking talk shit. So with that being said, I mean, there's a lot going on. We had a pretty good weekend overall. Some ups, some downs, but that's the way it goes in the hockey world that we're in. But with that being said, before we even get going, no producer Frank today, but wait. It's like he heard me say his name.
Speaking him into existence, producer Frankie, what's going on?
Oh, he's in and then he's out.
No.
All right, hey, that happens. But before, I mean, we got the producer notes up. We might as well. Make it for the producer notes read.
Brothers, how are you guys doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you,
Nick, you look tanner than last week, dude. You tan really well.
You gotta understand, so like we have a little bit of a different handshake. So my bloodline is like 50% English, 50% Italian. So like I always say, in the summertime, my full dago comes out like 100%.
Dude, you're so tan. I'm like, I can't even believe it.
No, I'm kind of jealous. It's like I changed.
I think I am jealous, dude. To be honest with you, you always look great. You always look great. It's good to be on here. We're heading to my parents' house right now. We got to borrow the old man's car. My mom's spare. We have to just get a new one. So we're bringing it back. I want to come in. Produce notes?
Yeah, man. Shoot right into Go right into them, brother. Let's hear. I know Big Bucks has had some exciting stuff going on. By all means.
Now, I'm on my phone, so it's going to be hard for me to put comments up. But if there's nothing going on, I'm going to just run with it.
I got you. You're good. Do your thing. I got you.
Two Brothers, One Puck. Back at it, having a good time. And obviously, I think you guys covered the big charity game that you guys were a part of. Justin Davidson back in the All-Star game. I also just saw that Justin had a big game with the Corn Stars. Make sure you're following Two Brothers One Puck podcast on Facebook, Trick Books Media on YouTube, all that good stuff. We just had a really cool charity game that just took place that was thrown together rather quickly from our friend Terrace. Terrace played with us at the Triple Pucks team at the showcase. You guys got to play with Terrace on the final day. Well, Terrace was getting ready to move to Tennessee right after that game. His wife went in the hospital premature, 3 months. They were staying at the Ronald McDonald House. Like all their stuff got shipped to Tennessee. But not their jobs. They were getting ready to rock and roll. And they went in the hospital. She went in the hospital. And not only that, talk about timing, boys. Terrace ends up playing in a Hastings game. Okay. The old Hastings game, goes around the boards, stick gets wedged, spears his pancreas, has internal bleeding, has a surgery scar from his belly button all the way up. So their only source of income was Terrace. Now they're officially, he was hospitalized, he had massive surgery, he almost died. I mean, it was really, really serious. And we already had that game kind of put together of what we were going to do. Then that happened. It was like, man. So we had the game on Saturday. It was great to see the boys. It was a lot of fun. Our good man Derby came and hung out for a little while and played a little bit. It was buzzing out there. We were able to raise in a couple of weeks. We did the best that we can. $1,061. That went right to Terrace and Nikki to help them with their expenses. those of you that know, the Ronald McDonald House helps families that are here in town with their kids that with the NICU or at CHOP. It costs $25 donation to stay there. Since she was so premature, they're going to be there still for another 2 months. Since they're going to cost $2,500 just to reside there. So we were able to help out a little bit. And listen, you guys know, whether it's something like this, whether it's a longtime friend that wants to get back into the game, we try to do whatever it is that we can to help if we can. Just like what the boys were able to do with their good friend Bill, getting him some goalie equipment. Our buddy Tyrus, we were able to help him out. So it was a good thing. It was really cool to be there for that, and it was fun, man. It was a good time. And other than that, it's been pretty clear, pretty clean. Chirpin' Pucks podcast, we did a little revamp of things to kind of clear up some scheduling. Chirpin' Pucks is now an audio only show, but you can watch the video.
And as he says, that is audio
we just lost
video.
Audio and video.
Cut out.
We might get him back. We might not.
Okay.
Leave some time. But the beautiful thing is, boys, obviously, that we're doing the audio only thing. You still get the Two Brothers One podcast live. You guys, the boys are here. What's exactly with the? I can't believe how tan you are. You absolutely look incredible, by the way. My goodness. I might keep getting lost in the tan, but we're excited. We're excited for some dudes, for that nice little adventure. We had Zach Candelore and Clegg on from the Moonshine talking about the event, talking a little bit about their team and stuff like that. So we have some good pre-recorded interviews coming up, where they'll just be released, and it will free up some time to make some extra time to build the brand and bring in some additional revenue, and maybe launch some additional tournaments. Obviously, now that this one's over, we now can put our attention into our final game of the year, which is obviously going to be doing some stuff with the Wings of Steel, with the sled hockey, and then the Two Brothers. Well, we talked about this before on air, right? With the game, or do we want to talk details off air first? The game that's with you guys.
Yeah, that's the goal. We definitely plan on getting a game to where we're going to do it open registration style, where each team is going to have what we decide on, a 15-man slot or a 13-man slot.
I think we went 14 or 13. You're right, 13.
13-man
slot, 3 lines up.
Yeah, so like, the slots will be separated that way. So if you want to play forward, you got to put your name in on the forward. If you want to get in as
correct.
And then it'll give us the opportunity. We have a lot of family members, close friends, relatives, people we've just recently met that have, that love chirping us, love playing with us, love playing against us, whatever it might be. They get an opportunity to play with one of us against the other one. I know there's probably going to be some people who might have a preference, but and there might, on our end, there might be people out there that we might have a preference.
Correct.
And instead of kind of putting the pressure on them to decide, I decided we'll take on the pressure and we'll pick.
Yeah.
And guess what? Who knows? I might pick the wrong person and somebody feels some type of way about it. And now I got a target on my back that I didn't know I signed up for. So it can get a little juicy. But Frankie,
some rivalries.
Before we get on to the Two Brothers game, because we're going to touch on that a little bit, I do want to ask, even though your event is over, are you still collecting donations?
So I was thinking about doing something else, like really small, to try and help. But as of right now, we don't have anything set up. Obviously, we just got through this game. This game, once I found out what happened, it was about, we had the showcase. I took a 2-week break. That third week that I came back to start getting things going, that Wednesday I found out, and I immediately just jumped to action. So as of right now, we don't have anything set up. But I mean, listen, if anybody's willing to donate, like a big shout out to Chucky Romano. We love Chucky Romano. He couldn't make it, but he still donated something. He actually paid for like a spot essentially, and that went right over to them. A couple other people did that as well. If you guys are interested, we'll set something up. I think maybe Two Brothers One Puck and Chirpin' Pucks. We'll set some kind of little dual show where we throw the QR code up there and just get everything set up. But they do have a GoFundMe, which I'll post in the comments when I get backstage.
Yeah, because your viewers are obviously very charitable. Even though we kind of have the same viewers, we do have a mix. Obviously, talked about with Bill, we have some charitable viewers. incredible friends. So
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm sure a couple of them who love looking for opportunities to give back. Ears just perked up, so I just want to keep the opportunities open in case you're interested.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And you know, Justin, Nick, both you guys as parents, like, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I can only imagine what that's like. Just the whole aspect of it, like getting ready to move. You know, you're left your house, your jobs, and then all of a sudden, boom. I mean, 3 months premature. She was a pound. The baby was a pound. Little Juliana was a pound when she was born. Um, I mean, I just couldn't imagine what that's like. You know, just all the added pressure. The terrorist goes out and gets hurt. You know, I personally blame Hastings. I blame Hastings for it. Oh yeah, you know, he had the audacity. That son of a bitch had the audacity to say, "Walk it off" afterwards. Terrorist, and you know, I'm talking shit because respectfully saying, like, something got back to me that he was running his mouth. So I really don't give a flying fuck what I'm saying right now. And if you're listening and we got a problem, you have my number. You don't say things like that. Terrace had talked to him and said, "Hey man, you know, come out for a few hours. You know, that'd be great." And he hit it with the, I don't go anywhere at Frankie's tournaments." Like, Terrace said straight up, "Bro, I almost died in your tournament, dude. Stop out for a little bit." Never showed up. You know what I
Well,
mean?
to be fair, it's something we planted on touch on later with the Twin Star Corner. But we did get one back on them. We took down the Shakas. I also noticed, with that being said, I actually have the clip. Maybe when we take our break, I'll try to slot it up. I noticed somebody in the Shakas fan group, even though we were up the entire game, every time I locked eyes with them, they were doing the crying emoji. And I just couldn't help but kind of just laugh it off because, one, like, you're not involved in the game, and two, like, we're up on the scoreboard.
They were doing the crying game to you. I want to put this comment real quick. We love Jen. Miss Robinson, how are you? 100% Ronald McDonald House is so amazing. We dealt with them with our oldest. I would donate more. Just send the link. Absolutely. I'm in the car right now, headed to my parents, but I'll put that in the comments when I can, and when we post out the show, I'll make sure I'll get a post out tonight. I'll make sure you tag you guys and Jenna, you guys, you and you know, Coach have always been so generous with everything, you know, with sponsoring us, and it means a lot of what you said. But back to Hastings. You know, just, and I don't even care. Like, I honestly don't even care. I mean, I probably wasn't going to go this route, and thanks for letting me kind of hijack the show with this. But like, dude, you know, the thing, what I heard, what was said, and I couldn't even believe one that you had the audacity to say that to them. But to say that when, like, all we're trying to do is just help somebody, to make it seem like that I'm clout chasing. Let me tell you something. You guys both know this. I do my absolute best to give the flowers to people that are doing an incredible job. I've done it for both of you guys. That, like, I just not my style to say me. It's not about me, dude. And that really bothered me. So, you know, I just think it's bullshit. And you know, whatever, fuck him. But yeah, that's kind of what I got. I'll use on the back channel to tell you about it.
It's bigger than
Than us,
the
than
individual.
you.
The individual,
Yeah.
it's like it's across the board. You know, when
The crying thing. The crying thing, real quick. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. The crying thing. Who did that to you? Someone on their team? Fuck them, dude. Crying. Why would you guys be crying?
They were,
someone's mom,
honestly,
someone's wife. I didn't know who it was.
they were calling for my ejection. I'll tell you that.
Of course you guys didn't know who they were. It was probably a different player every fucking game.
It felt here.
I don't
Like
know.
it feel like it made, like, because I actually saw her pointing. I have a video clip. I'll send it, or I'll put it up. Either one.
Oh, good. I can't wait to share it all over our social media.
But no, but
All right, that's all I got.
with that being said, like, we talk about it all the time. We love getting in the mix and fucking with people, but like, there is a degree of, like, even people. Look, God forbid, God willing, if something were to terribly happen to Hastings, as much shit as we might be talking right now, if somebody that I knew in the close realm was like, "Yo, we're gonna hold like an event where the donations go to Hastings," I would still be a part of the event, not out of spite or pettiness or nothing like
So
that.
would I.
When you see a fellow sportsman, I guess that's a good word. I say a
Yeah.
sportsmanship. When you see a fellow sportsman
Mhm.
in a misfortunate situation and you're in a position to where you could uplift them, whether it's
Yeah.
financially, spiritually, emotionally. Like, why skip out on the opportunity?
Correct.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
make it about something else other than just the sheer fact that there's another person who's in your world that is
Yeah.
struggling and like is in a rhythm where you're just supporting by playing in a hockey game is a big help. And it's
Yeah.
something you make a point to do, 2-3 times a week. It should have never went that route.
Yeah,
But
well, of course it did. Well, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I'll just end it with this so you guys get back to your show. And you guys are obviously, listen, I feel like it was just yesterday when we had the initial conversation. You guys boys are absolutely crushing it. I mean, it feels like I mean, just absolute naturals. And you guys are absolutely crushing it. And I'm happy as hell to be back on here with you guys. I'll end it with this. You know, I just don't understand how you can make it about something else. I have no clue where the mindset goes that you have to pull out something that. I mean, the guy literally almost died in his tournament. You know, try and stop by, check and see how he's doing. But instead, he'd rather have made a call, not to check and see how he's doing, but to talk about me, not to mention me and my partner. Okay, listen, I got a problem. I'm just putting it out there right now. I usually don't. I was, we were really tight for a long time. I protected his little ass from everybody that wanted to kick his ass. But you know what? And that's obviously whatever now. But you want to talk about me, that's fine. But you mentioned somebody else, her, we got a fucking problem, and I'm not okay with it. So I'm not gonna go chasing around or anything like that. But I'm sure he'll listen, he'll hear this, and he won't have the balls to say anything. But it is what it is. We're gonna keep doing what we got to do.
yep, nothing in the comment section. Really. Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the back channel. I'm about to be at my parents' house. I'll have the phone on, but if I have to pop out, you guys know what you guys are doing. Two Bars, One Puck podcast. Nick and Justin Davidson, boys. I'm gonna appreciate you.
We love you,
James,
brother.
everybody.
We
Love
you.
you. Love you.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, too, like I've been trying to get on the other end of getting the nastiness out of my game, the
Yes.
nastiness out of the playing.
Yes.
Is that Frankie went out, they had a great game,
Mhm.
and they made a good amount of donations in spite of them.
Wonderful.
That's all you could say.
That's all we need to do.
But with that being said, I want to touch on a topic right now. So since NHL is getting ready to ramp up, Rusty Summer League is getting ready to end.
Yes.
And
playoffs incoming.
It is close.
It is getting real. It is real close, man.
I mean, and unfortunately, we're on the bottom end of that closeness.
We are very, very.
I'd rather
very
be
tight.
more on the top end of it, but unfortunately, whether it's bad luck, bad bounces, just beating ourselves, we find ourselves in this position, and we're going to pop it up on the screen here for you guys. I don't know how well you guys can see that because my eyes are dog shit. I'm going to get a little closer here. So as you see, actually, I'm an idiot for not knowing this. Is it the top 6 or the top 7?
It's the top 6.
Oh, I thought it'd be the top 7 and the first entry gets a bye.
No, first and second round.
Oh, so it's
get
6
a bye,
and the first and second get a bye.
Correct.
That's kind of justice for Derby. Shout out. Well, don't worry, Derby's name will be mentioned. We don't have anything legitimate, but we can pop up as they pop up in our head when we get.
I can.
Our later top.
We'll get to this. We'll get to this.
But that's beside the point. Real quick, shout out to Captain Who.
Who go Captain? My Captain.
Clobbering time. Yeah, last 3 are huge, man. That is what we're getting to. We have 3 games left to play.
Yes.
We currently have a 1-point lead on
the Trops. But we also have one game
in the
behind.
pocket.
Yes.
1 game in the pocket. And technically, we are a point back from the Gargoyles.
Yes, we are.
So if they win out and we win out, we still advance. We'll jump them.
Correct.
So, I mean,
technically, I was looking at the standings. I think even if the Trops win out, because they only have 2 games left,
yeah,
the most points that they will end up with is 23. As long as we win 2 games or more.
Yeah, but I don't even want to. We're going to win all 3. That's got to be the attitude.
I definitely want all 3. I don't like losing, man. We all know this.
And look, anybody take your good last gander at this here media asset that I was able to prepare. I'm getting a little bit more sad. I may look like a caveman. I may act like a caveman. I definitely operate like a caveman. I will say, like, every team has elevated this season. You know, I mean, I feel like the corn elevated.
Mm-hmm.
But every other team elevated. Whether it's every other team added like one guy who's like kind of borderline, and like we get it because we had one of those guys, but the U made sure that we lost our guy.
Yeah. Oh,
The,
we don't have that guy no more.
the U definitely made it clear. Hold on, before I move on to that, let me move back to this original comment.
Let me put back. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna put that back up because definitely
For the homie. Should I let the hair down for the homie? Nah, I'll keep the hair up for the
for
homie.
now.
The hair will not rest until my homie is free.
Oh.
Justice for Derby. Yeah, so Derby was bumped up from the Corn Stars. And I don't know if it's happened to the other teams, but the other teams who have their own Derby, I am sure at some point they will be getting bumped up because I do know big things are coming to change with the U,
Yes.
with teams being added.
Yes.
So then, therefore, the structure's got to get kind of really more structured. And I mean, look, that's not a dig because they've been doing a really good job up to this point. But obviously, when you add teams into the mix, it shakes everything up.
Yep.
But that's fucking next season. Let's talk about right fucking now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, man. It's these 3 games are a must win. I don't want to pull a Detroit Red Wings. You know, like this is the games that matter. So this is the games that you play your best hockey and not your worst hockey.
And I'll tell you, we
Shout
got
out to Dylan Larkin.
and we got some tough teams. We're playing. We'll get more into it, obviously, at the
Yeah.
Corn Star Corner. But I can tell you,
Yeah,
we're playing
yeah.
the Wombats, we're playing the Beavers, and we're playing the Del Fuegos, which
we played them early in this. They're a new team,
and they
we
were
played them
tough.
early in the season.
And
Well, we look. That was one of those games. I think we had like a 4-point lead on them, and we let them get back close.
Mhm.
They're a new team. We saw them early in the season. Who knows how much they have developed since a full 18-game season in the U.
And we both know, the Beavers can be sneaky good too. Don't let them,
Let's pull this back up real quick, just to get a realm of who we're gonna play. Now, granted, this is senior whale shit hockey, so
not even senior A, senior D league.
with that being said, people's records don't tell the whole story of the team.
Absolutely.
But we're kind of taking a look here, like, so obviously the Wombats game is like that's
big.
That's the game you want the most.
Yeah, that's big.
Like
we need that game.
The other two doesn't mean you sleep on them teams, but if you're a stat guy, you're one of them ESPN analysts, you're definitely looking at the stats and saying, okay, those other teams are a more like realistic win for the boys, whereas this Wombats team is the team we really want to topple. I mean, it's not just for standing purposes and getting the points. I mean, historically, we've struggled against them. We've had dogfights with them, 1-point games, overtime, ejections, fucking slew foots. Yeah, the whole nine, dude. The whole fucking nine. And what I just noticed is like, even in the more recent games against them, even I've been on my better behavior. I feel like the said person gets away with everything. And like they're extra watching me with him. And I don't know if it's because he's like young, because like, let's be honest. We don't hate anybody that we play against. The Wombats are like a bunch of freshly out at college boys.
And I get it. That's fun.
So like they got that frat boy energy. They bring like their, late teen girlfriends to the games, and like they make signs and all that shit.
Wonderful.
So like,
we love it. Don't let him fool you. We love that.
When you got 33-year-old forklift drivers, sometimes you just kind of like, dude, like, come on, bro. Like, I get it. Like, enjoy your moments, but like, you're beating up on a bunch of dudes.
We're old, man.
Better years are fucking behind.
We're old.
You guys are in your fucking prime. So it's like, tone the shit talking down a little bit. Boys.
Yeah, man.
We got some guys who could fucking arrest you. Yo, I'll tell a couple of our fucking our state boys.
Hey,
yo, just park a mile up the street.
There's a reason our corn wears aviators.
yeah, with a fire ass mustache. Just post one of the boys up the fucking street and be like, yeah, there's gonna be at least 5 DUI tickets. Stat. You want to make captain one day? That's the place to be, boys. You're gonna hear them. They're gonna be fucking rowdy as shit.
That's against beer league rules, Nick. You can't do that.
I want to see the rule book. Give me the stats.
That's an unwritten rule.
Fucking. There's no unwritten rules in this fucking wild west.
Speaking of the Wild West, what you're about to get to.
We'll go into the point leaders as of now. So this is the part where I shut the fuck up because I'm nowhere near this list.
Yeah,
it's a thankless position. Let's just say that.
So
hold on, let me get this other banner down. I'm working on it because I don't want whoever's at the bottom of this list to feel left out. So,
well, yes. So I'll tell you right now.
Who is it? Hutton? Nah, fuck that. Put that back.
Nah, don't do that. I like Hutton. He's a good kid, man. I mean, I've been looking at the points. I squeaked it out last year over, I believe it was Ed Stokes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Or no, I feel like it was Larry Stout on the Wombats, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of them I edged out last season.
Ed was up there, though.
Ed was up there, too. So shout out Ed Stokes. Shout out, I'm not going to lie, shout out the Dusty Trops. They got 4 out of the top 10 point getters with Ed Stokes. They got Steady. They got, who else is up there? Ryan Hutton's up there. And he are all up there for the Trops.
To be fair, I have beard hairs older than Ryan Hutton.
Hey, so kid skates like the freaking wind, man.
The shit he does, like he should be doing this. Let me just say that. And with I will say with the Trops, they're one of the teams where they kind of use like the crash the net, which like you gotta give credit where credit's due.
You got Steady. What else would you do?
I'm not a fan of it because of the restrictions.
True.
As a player, like I don't have a problem with people who like want to get into the mix.
Yeah,
but like the refs are only going to let me defend it so far. And it's like, at the end of the day, that's the downside of hockey. If you want to play in front of the net, is you're going to get butt ends and you're going to get elbows and you're going to get, sticks into the back of the tailbone.
I agree with that.
So it's tough. It's tough to play as a defenseman when you're playing a team that likes to crowd the net. It does get a little frustrating because it's like, I'm only allowed to do so much here, but like
you can't really move somebody too much. But
shout out to them, good on them.
That's 4 of them up there.
Pull them back up. Yeah.
So Ed Stokes first place. I got me at second. We're right there. Brett Phillips, as Nick would say, the unspeakable one, but he's having a good season, man. In third place, Haney and Steady in fourth and fifth for the Trops. Cody Meister of the Garden State Gargoyles, which is a
Meister man.
Hey, new team, new player in the top 10.
Hold on, before you continue. Shout out to the missing tooth.
The missing tooth.
Oh yeah, should I do it in the name of Frankie? I can't remember which one it was. Oh,
I think it's this one. Nick's missing tooth. Oh Jesus!
Oh my God!
It does it for me too.
It's been so
Turn it.
long. Please turn that off.
Yeah. We'll go back to our normal voice.
So let me round this out real quick. So Cody Meister, Garden State Gargoyles, new team, new player in the top 10.
Shout out.
Chris Olmstead of the Shakas. We have another Garden State Gargoyle as Mr. Matt Kalber.
Mm-hmm.
We already mentioned Hutton and then number 9, and then Michael McNulty. I think it's McAnulty. I'm sorry for saying that wrong.
He's Irish.
Mike, good job on the Raptors. You guys are kicking butt. So there's your top 10 in the points so far for the season. Each team has about 2 or 3 games left, and the points are pretty tight across the board. You got a lot of people tied in them spots, believe it or not. So
I'm nowhere near that list. I think I have like 6 points on the season, which is rough, boys. I ain't gonna lie, it's rough. But I like anybody who either knows hockey or plays defense, sometimes, man, it's just like that. You're not gonna if you're playing your position right, you're not gonna find those opportunities often. I will give the boys a shout out. Like we've been working the points a lot more, so it's like it's cool to feel more involved and active in the offensive play now.
Yeah.
But the points are hard to come by as a defenseman, and no matter what, like I'm not a me guy. I try not to be a me guy.
Mm-hmm.
But as a hockey player, like it's hard not to judge yourself based off of that stat line because at the end of the day, that's a good stat line to care about. And I mean, obviously, I wouldn't expect the U to do it, but who knows if they keep bumping the fucking leagues fees up. I would like to see a plus minus statistic.
A plus minus.
As a defenseman,
I would like to see a blocked shot, and
there's a lot.
There's a lot of block shots there. I mean, maybe look, even if they add that stat, they're not going to get every single block shot that you get.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of them that are very clear. Like, hey, this was a hard shot that the defenseman he blocked it.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
there's a clear block.
There's got to
there.
be some like fucking badge of honor that I get to wear.
They
for a
got the
block
Norris
shot
for
other
the
than a
NHL,
bruise. Yeah.
and they got the Dusty point winner
yeah.
for us. So maybe they can get the
The fucking dusty wall or
the
some shit
Dusty
like that.
defender.
The dusty wall. I kind of like that.
Yeah, there you go. The Dusty wall.
So
That's a good one.
so Huberman says we like it tight, and then Chucky doubles down on that. I'm not even gonna. But you did comment on it.
Huh.
I'm reading it right
We
now.
love you, Charmin. We
Dude,
really do.
Dude, you know what it is? It's the hair gel.
It is.
It's starting to slowly leak into the fucking chromosomes.
Oh man.
Oh wait, no, that one might get me canceled. hold on. I saw another one. I like these. Let's see. Nick, I'm coming for you on the point.
And that's, if I'm not mistaken, is that not the Wombats goalie, Mr.
Yeah.
Cody Baldwin?
First of all, Cody.
Good chirp, buddy. I'll take that.
You're lucky I don't play forward because the next fucking slew foot is gonna be for you. Okay. Look, all I know is you better fucking clench them cheeks. You see me in the fucking paint. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, that's funny.
Nah, that's good.
That's good, man.
Shout out, Cody. Well, guess what? You'll see me next week, buddy. Don't worry about it.
It's good to know we have Wombats watching this, and I
because,
absolutely love it. I really
Cody,
do.
if you're still here, it's all love.
It's
Like,
all love, brother.
That's part of the reason we're getting on here too. Is like we talked about it early in our career as these people. What would you call us? Podcasters. I don't want to call
whatever.
us that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, essentially, we're doing the podcast thing, so that's what we are. When we started the podcast thing, one of the biggest things we talked about is we want to kind of change the narrative, get this nasty taste of the Rusty division out of our mouths to where it's like, dude, we're all a bunch of grown fucking men who are playing for a cup that got ordered online. No offense. A cup
We
that
love
got
it.
ordered online,
But we still
you
love
know,
it.
that we pay, hundreds of dollars every season
To
play.
chase.
Like, it doesn't have to
I want to
be
chase.
like, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, we can fuck with each other and make funny comments and it not be like two-hand slashes and fucking cross checks.
Should never be malicious.
Slew foots and like because you're mad at somebody because they said something. It's like, dude, we're a bunch of grown fucking kids playing a game that we're privileged, let's say privileged to play. Because there are people from the ages of 15, even younger to older, who don't have the ability or capability or financial ability
To play.
to play.
Yeah.
So we're all given a privilege. Let's not ruin it for ourselves by changing the narrative of what we're doing and who we are to where like now people are like, oh, it's just a bunch of fucking animals getting on the ice and taking their frustrations out on each other. Shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, no. It should never be malicious. You should never want to hurt nobody.
We were just talking about it with Frankie earlier on. Sportsman.
Yeah.
That's the key. Like the key there.
We're
is,
all
like,
here to play hockey and have fun.
I can bust your balls and fuck with you and make jokes and chirp you without crossing a line as a sportsman to where like we still shake hands at the end, like that's got to be that. There's a reason why hockey's always been honored for that. And even at the lowest level of fucking beer league,
Yeah.
it's still expected that we shake hands at the end of the game.
Yep.
Let's kind of bring it back to that. But with that being said, and it being so close,
I think it's time.
it's time to lock in and there's not going to be as many smiling faces and not too many handshakes in between whistles. But I am looking forward to playing against you guys, Cody, everybody that's left in the league, everybody that's left in the divisions, potential playoff spots, because like that's what I have to look forward to every week. Love it or hate it, who you're playing against on the other side. Without them, you don't get this chance to play every week. So,
And I'm excited to play every single week.
You gotta appreciate them at some point. We're gonna skip a break. We're rolling here.
Yep.
I
think it's just
I think you know what? We'll just kind of
roll into it. It's a big announcement time.
Oh, excuse the fuck out of me. So I'm just gonna throw this up here and say the boys have finally made a huge decision. We've talked about it a lot. And we have decided to move on to the bronze division. And when I say move on, let me be specific. The Corn Stars are still our home. We will still be playing with the Corn. But it is time. We've knocked the rust off our skates. It is time to take the next step in our hockey career. And we are building a team to go on to the bronze division. And as you can see, paying homage to our generation, Justin was born in '89. I was born in 93.
Careful, dude. We're born in the 1900s.
Yeah, like, some kids see that as the 1900s. Rocket Power. I mean, obviously, you had the Mighty Ducks TV show,
Yeah.
the Mighty Ducks movie.
I feel like that's been overdone, though.
Like that, there's the influences were there, but it was just so cool to see a mainstream Nickelodeon TV show, because there's been so many of them, to actually pay homage to our sport. You've seen a bunch of kids like we grew up, where they got the net out in the middle of the cul-de-sac, the middle of the street,
Yep.
and they got a bunch of people with different mixed match gear on and different fucking skates and jerseys, and kids coming from all across the town, and they want to fucking play some hockey. And it was cool to see that as a kid, like a show that I could relate to. And it's funny because the roster, Frankie comments on the roster. The roster is full of guys that we grew up playing with.
Absolutely.
And
I mean,
yes, so
we're gonna be having some fun with that.
yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, look,
Brother man.
we created a team that comes with a logo, comes with a goal celebration,
Oh, dude.
and comes with a whole personality.
We could even get the song.
Yeah, dude. Like, it was such a kick-ass show too. Like,
It really was.
Even some of like our older teammates, like I don't know if you've even seen glimpses of it, whether it's with your own fucking kids or just curiosity. It was like a pretty kick-ass, like for the sports kid, because we talk about it all the time. This generation, we both have kids. This generation is all this shit. We were like, oh, the sun is out. Let's go get our hockey stick and go fucking outside and start
Blades, stick.
somebody
get the goalie gear on. We were screaming immediately. Somebody get the goalie gear on.
Shout out to Papa Rich Davidson. I still, like, as a working class man now, doing my own 9-10 hour shifts, I can appreciate him coming home from his warehouse, fucking welding job, and
painting job, paint booth.
He didn't even make it all the way into the house. He would get out of the car, go in the garage, put the goalie gear on,
literally,
and he'd come out and sit in front of us for 20, 30 minutes before dinner and just let us crack away, slap shots.
Smelling like
shots.
paint and metal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to the point where he would bring home projects. I remember one time he brought home a piece of plywood that he cut the 5 holes out of.
Yeah. So he could
to
shoot
give us
on
something
them.
to shoot at. And that was,
I remember that.
And then eventually, I remember he went to Play It Again Sports. Shout out to Play It Again Sports.
We love Play It Again.
Oh, dude, we can hit them up. Oh, since we're talking about Rocket Power,
yes.
Any of our viewers who have any type of relationship in the hockey community or even just a local business that you want to get your name out there, you want to see your logo, we are in the process of working on a uniform design.
Yes.
If you would like to sponsor us, reach out. Small donation, nothing crazy, just to help with the team. In the hockey community, we usually like to try to cover the goaltender fees if we can. We all know how expensive goaltender gear is. So, like, as a community, a lot of teams like to try to cover that fee. So if you're interested in covering our goalie fee, like as a show of respect to you guys, we will put your logo on our uniform.
Absolutely.
We're looking for shoulder logo. So.
Speaking of as well, our goalie will be Billy Justice.
Billy Justice, yeah.
So the goalie gear that was donated and gotten to him, he's going to be hitting the ice here soon, and he will be the goalie for Rocket Power, which is comes full circle. It comes full circle, and that's exactly what the goal was to help somebody out, get them back on the ice.
I'd love to get them to sponsor.
And then
I drink like 3 of these a day.
Yeah, we could do a bunch of stuff. I mean, I could tell you some of the roster. You want me to drop some of the names?
Yeah. So we'll kind of go off like the top of our dome. It doesn't have to be the full roster. I think I don't want to say that nobody's not notable, but we'll touch on some of the guys like that we've brought out of hiding. We'll say
absolutely
a couple of guys that we grew up with, and then a couple of guys who expressed interest through the U.
Absolutely.
So go ahead, Justin.
So obviously, me and Nick are obviously going to go to team, but we had to grab another set of brothers. We could not. So of course, the Hollowells will be joining the Davidsons.
You know what? Before we go on to our roster, I got a bone to pick. In the comments section, anybody who has siblings, especially brothers, if you have a set of brother siblings, is there something like genetically wrong with the older brother?
You better shut up. Tommy's going to beat the hell out of you.
Fuck that. I don't give a shit. Tommy's going to beat the hell out of himself if he doesn't stop. Between me and Doug, we talk about it, being the younger brothers. It's like it's always our older brother who's fucking yapping at the gums. We're trying to calm him down, and it's funny
It is
because
true.
yesterday
It is true. Me
or-
and Tommy are the ones that are usually yelling at
Guess
the
what?
ref.
Saturday, Tommy's having a very expressive conversation with the referees. And I actually looked over at Doug and I saw a look that I knew all too well. he was standing on his stick and he just because I can't tell you how many times I heard, yeah, I fucking hate this game. I'm fucking done. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just
We
like,
all have meltdowns.
what can you do? What can you do? Because like I tell the team all the time, I'm like, he doesn't want to hear it from his younger 32-year-old brother. He doesn't want to, and I don't want to have to tell my fucking 36-year-old brother, yo, you're acting like a
37.
fucking dumbass. Yeah, you're acting like a fucking dumbass right now. Stop it. Because he's not going to listen to
I'm
me.
learning.
And all I'm going to do
always
is just
learning.
piss him off more. So I tell him, I'm like, you guys are on your own. Good luck. I've been
Yeah.
fighting this battle for fucking, I've been talking since I was 3. So I've been fighting this battle for 29 years.
Well,
And I still, I
well,
mean,
back to the
that's
brothers.
probably why I look older.
We're gonna have Doug and Tommy Hollowell join us on the
shout out
team.
to the brothers.
I'm gonna drop just 2 more people. The next person I'll talk about is somebody that we're really excited to bring onto the team. Is Tony Parducci.
Tony Parducci.
I'm really excited to get Tony to come out and play with us. He was supposed to show up at the Two Bros One Puck tournament, and he had
We changed the schedule, and it conflicted with what NASCAR.
it conflicted with his best friend's bachelor party
Okay.
at the inner ring of a NASCAR event.
All right.
And I'm like, dude, that
The bachelor party
you
saves
should have been there.
The
Yeah.
bachelor party saves it.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not a NASCAR.
So
fan,
I'm
but-
super excited to actually get on the ice with him and be able to play with him. I was able to play with him at the All-Star game just for
Yeah.
a bit.
That was cool.
But I'm glad to have him
Actually-
announced on the Rocket Power.
I actually ran into him before our game. He just recently had a baby too, so
Yes.
I know Tony. Obviously.
Or no, I think did he have the baby? Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
so
yes.
or I maybe it's on the way.
I think it's on the way because I was saying.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
Yeah, see.
But I'm more thinking of like I know like he was worried. The first thing he expressed was like, I'm just worried about time. Dude,
Don't worry about time.
you come when you come, brother. Like
Yeah.
we're just excited to have you on the team. for
And
sure.
then the only other person I'll mention is of course
I might throw a couple out there.
Derby.
The
Free Derby.
Wait. Didn't he have like a identity change? Isn't he Derb now?
Derb.
Did I see him say in the comments it's Derb now at one
Derb
point to
now.
somebody?
Oh. Why did he drop the Y? We'll never know.
Maybe the Y is what made him dangerous.
Maybe it is. But
Maybe
that's
what made him
why he's dangerous.
That's why. That's
Yeah,
the
well,
why.
now he's just Derb.
Now
So
we
either
now we
way,
know why.
he will be joining us on Rocket Power in the Bronze League. So we got some hitters.
Dude, he will look the most auto out of all of us out there.
Honestly, 100%.
He
The hair.
will look the most auto. And then, I mean, Billy is squid.
Billy is squid,
Billy is squid.
but he's
And he's shaped like a squid.
he's got the long limbs. Don't start doing that. He's gonna start doing that.
Dude, Billy is gonna be a ball. I can't wait to get him out there.
I can't wait for a lot of people to meet
and-
Billy and get to interact with Billy and realize how much of a good man he is and how funny he can be.
So one of the names I'm pretty excited about, good old Timmy McWilliams.
Yes.
I know he's probably not listening, but he's a childhood friend of ours. He's actually married to I've known his wife
Yeah, it's
since I started hockey. Literally, my first season of hockey, I played with her brother.
Yep.
And
Shout out Adam. We know
Adam
you.
is Rocco.
We know it, buddy.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's like full circle moment. Another Williamstown kid who I remember when we used to play the pickup games at Owens Park in
Yep.
Williamstown.
You be there.
Timmy McWilliams would always be there. We'd fucking be playing around. And losing hair, 23 years old. He was losing. That was the funniest part. As somebody with a full head of hair, when I would go to these pickup games and I'd see like guys like I remember like playing with his kids and they're like 19, 20 and they're like losing their hair. I'm like, fuck, brother, that's a raw deal.
I'm
That's a raw
losing
deal.
mine.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
got a
afraid
bald
to- I
spot.
got a bald spot, but
Well,
I'm not completely losing
All of
it.
my jobs make me wear my hair back, so I'm starting to get the fucking Vegeta hairline. Starting to slowly creep back. But they say if you make it past your 30s, you'll keep your hair until you die.
Well, I'm happy because I made it
That's
past
what
my
they
30s.
say. I don't know who they are, but that's what they say. No, dude, we're fucking excited for Rocket Power. Should we show the jerseys or should we?
Yeah, give them a little preview.
Yeah,
There might
give
be
a
some
little-
alternate, change ups to this, but this is the general uniform we went with. We went
I mean,
a
it's
traditional
fine.
orange and purple. I think that's a great little color combo.
So the only thing is, I think the logo itself will remain yellow, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
because that yellow orange. That's actually like kind of like the Nickelodeon, which I don't know if I even want to pay homage to Nickelodeon with some of the shit that's come
It's
out
not
of that.
it's not
fucking-
homage to Nickelodeon. It's homage to
Yeah,
Rocket Power
fucking-
because Rocket Power is its own entity. It was awesome.
And like I said, hold on, we'll pull that back up. Like I said, if you notice, the shoulder patches are dry.
We need them.
So if you want, I would, maybe I'll pop in and probably embarrass myself and see if Played Against Sports would be interested, only because they actually have a pretty sick logo.
They do.
It almost kind of, it's like a Portland, Oregon, Carolina Hurricanes mix, the way it's like a spherical shape. I don't know how else to describe it with lines and fucking
I like
all
it.
kinds of.
Hey.
So, but these jerseys are actually pretty clean.
I know there's a couple. I know of a couple people also that I have to reach out to. Shout out Whitman Marine Training. I gotta go talk to them. I know they were interested, so I'll be shooting them a message.
And I know a couple of the boys from the corn. Like, I'm not gonna say that this is like a segue team, but I know like Hoove has expressed interest in like subbing games and like.
Mhm.
So if there's ever corn stars who like want to kind of get their toes wet and see what the bronze world is like we don't have a problem being that team, especially early on, because we're gonna have to get our feet wet too, boys. I mean, me and Justin have subbed for the Honey Badgers. Shout out, which I mean, I guess this is breaking news for the Honey Badgers because they
Hey,
are kind of low key. I mean, they have a pretty
not
good
gonna lie.
roster.
I was
They
gonna
have a
say
pretty good
most of them
roster.
also know already.
Yeah, but,
most of them know.
But like I know they were willing to save a spot for me, and I do appreciate that. But
Yes.
you got to go with where your brothers go, I guess. It's just one of those things where it's like, as much as I love playing with y'all, I don't mind playing against y'all neither. It's familiar.
I love playing
territory.
against some of the Honey Badgers.
Although I think we talked about this after the fucking tournament, but we had to play that. Well, we didn't have to play the fifth game, but we chose to play the fifth game of the week, and I'm just like not feeling it. And I look over, and half of our team is on the other team.
Yep.
And one of them's fucking Stangle, all fucking 285 pounds of them.
He is a big man.
And fucking Weber gives him like such a floater pass. Like you could kind of see both of me and Stangle like, do I go for it? And we kind of both decided to go for it. And I'm reaching for the puck, and before I know it, I look over and Stangle's just big. I think I did say it. You just see fucking because he's wearing his fucking Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Canada fucking fucking Gretzky jersey.
Blocker.
I got him good though, dude. I got him good post game or pre-game warm-ups. He was skating around and he was trying to ride the red line. And I was like, "Is that Wayne Jetski?"
Is that Wayne Jetski?
But dude, he fucking leveled me, and I'm like, "Oh God." And I mean, like, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
Oh, you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not.
You're fine. Stangle's great. We love
Yeah,
him.
he's a good dude. But I'm excited for this. Look, there's no illusions of grandeur. Like I know it's going to be tough. We've played in bronze level games. We've been a part of some wins. We've been a part of some spankings.
Yep.
And even though this roster is stacked with some good names, some good hockey players that we know, there's still going to be a period of gelling. I mean, the whole first season is
growing pains.
expected to be a gelling season.
Growing pains and hurts. Yes.
And look, like this is a direct message to everybody out there who's on a men's league team. The vibes come first. I mean, we get a little passion, but this is the message of this season. We want to win. We want to go in the championship. We want to get the cup, all that. But like, it's not worth sacrificing the vibe on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as a men's league team, even if you are taking it serious, it's getting the right guys on the roster is kind of the primary goal.
Yep.
And then if you have the right guys on the roster playing together, any shortfallings that any of the guys on your roster will have, the guys on your roster can bring them up.
Yep.
And like that's kind of what this bronze move is going to be about for us anyway. Because Justin has more traditional playing experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. All of my men's league career has been my traditional playing experience, and that's a joke to even say that in a sentence. Because you're not going to get real officiating, you're not going to get real game speed, you're not going to get real contact. So I didn't get any of that, which is really fucking hard because that's probably the part of the game that I regret not getting to do the most. Because there's some of these guys where they do this fucking zigzag shit, and I'm just like, oh man. If I was just allowed to level somebody,
Just
it would
once.
just change everything. And like, there's games, dude, where it's like, let's be honest, like, I've never even expressed this to any of my teammates, where it's like, I'm just not feeling the game. Like, I really could be okay with my night ending, and I just think about it. It's like, I could just end the night right now. I could just take this guy right. I could just put him right over
The
the
intrusive
boards.
thoughts
I
are
could just put
sometimes
him
creeping.
Yeah, I could just put him over the boards right now, and I could be in bed early for a change. And then I snap back into it. I remember I got to play hockey.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, it's exciting because I see the level. It's not a dig at the Rusty division
At all.
but it's not even so much that the skaters are faster. Just the game is faster. The puck's moving faster. Everyone's passing with a purpose. Everyone's moving with a purpose. We joke about it all the time as a defenseman. It's one of the most frustrating things in Rusty division when you look up and you see people standing, and then they have the nerve to go on the bench and be like, "Yo, man, why didn't you pass it to me?" It's like rule number one. Like, if you want me to pass the puck, you got to move your feet.
You gotta have a moving
'Cause
target.
if you're-
You gotta
if
give
you're-
me a target.
Yeah, if your feet ain't moving, it's like basketball. If your hands are down, that tells me you don't want the ball. If your hands are here, you're asking for the ball. So if you're standing, you could tap your stick all day, but like, if you're not moving, you got to build up inertia. You got to get the momentum. I'm looking for somebody who's already has the momentum.
Mhm.
All they're missing is the puck. And in bronze, man, that's the game.
From what I've seen.
Boards work, point work, positioning. As the level increases, like, your positioning becomes more important. You could be the best player in the world, you could be the best player out there, but the other five start to matter more, on the ice when you get to the higher levels. And you can't win on talent alone, they say.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time, but I mean, I guess at this point, it's that time. It's the Cornstar
Yeah.
Corner time.
We'll make a transition here. It is Cornstar Corner time.
Yeah.
And as you've seen, we already got the comment out, which I mean, we didn't ask directly, but and now that I see the comment, it really doesn't surprise me.
Not at all.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you, Jen, of course.
yeah, of course. Yeah. So go ahead. With that being said, Cornstar Corner.
My banner here.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
It's
So,
scrolling on the bottom.
so the Cornstar Corner is brought to you by Paytrev Handyman for all your handyman needs. 856-236-9256. It's Coach. Reach out. Get him out there. He'll get you fixed. He'll get you ready to go. Get you rocking. With that being said, it was a double header this weekend.
Double header.
Okay. So
I mean, after a
tight
rough
loss, a rough loss.
we'll say rough, only because like
It was a rough loss for me.
emotions got a little high. We joke about it now, but emotions get a little high. On top of it, the reasons emotions were high is like when you have games like that where the puck's not landing flat early in the game. I wish I would have had that. I should have got that recording early in the game. I rarely cheat up. I cheated up two shifts in a row. The first shift, I gave Dougie a pretty good pass opportunity to shoot. Didn't get it off. That's all right. The next opportunity I got, I kind of stayed up and I chased the puck. I was putting a little prep.
I dropped back. I dropped back for you.
A little forechecking pressure, and then I don't know how it ended up. I passed Doug. Doug took a shot, and I like smacked it down. I didn't mean to. I was trying to deflect it. I smacked it down out of the air, and then I tried to turn and put. It got stuck between my skates, and when all you see is just like,
Oh, dude.
hack,
It was on the
hack,
goal line
hack.
too.
And I'm like,
the puck ended up on the goal
twice.
line.
So it tucked next to the post, and I'm trying to pull it off the post and just
In.
their sticks are blocking. The goalie's on the other post. I could see him getting up, and then I finally get my stick blade on it. And as I do that, a player just takes my knees out.
And
from underneath me.
that caused you to chip the puck
So
up.
I chipped it, and the goalie so the puck's coming across the goal line at the goalie, and the goalie catches it and puts it down, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, man.
So I talk about that play not to talk about me, but that was your indication of the type of game it was going to be for us then on out, and that's the best way to describe it because there were plays that were made really well. There were really good one-timer opportunities where the goalie made a great save. Leedsy would be the first one to tell you he had a little bit of a rough game. Things weren't going well for him.
Yeah.
He got fucking jabbed in the neck with somebody's stick. and then he gets shot with a puck in the foot, and it knocks his skate blade out. That happened to him twice in that game.
Yeah.
So like
He lost skate blade twice.
just nothing was falling for us. We got it close, and then it got out of reach. Both of us, like I could say, like it's tough looking back at a game like that because there were so many good plays where I feel like I made where I was really impressed with myself, and that was an improvement from what I'd done in the past. And then there's plays where I'm like, oh my god, like
What was I doing?
I cost us a goal early on.
I cost us one late.
I have hands, like I can catch, not in hockey sense, I can catch. I had a puck that like it just hit my fingertips and just rolled off my hand right on to the pressing player's stick, of course. And it just so happens to be the best fucking shooter on their team.
Yep.
Shout out to Petner. And he buried it. And no, actually no, fucking Leedsy stuffed him on that one.
Yes.
Thank God. Thank God.
Leedsy had a lot of great saves. The score doesn't really reflect how good.
Nah.
So by the way, so it was against the Narwhals.
Yeah, the Narwhals.
7-4. You know,
They
it was
had a good game.
the score of 7-4 did not reflect how tight that game actually was. Petner, I think, had a hat trick that game.
A lot of mistakes.
You know, we made some mistakes. They definitely capitalized. We definitely had chances.
Yeah.
It's not like we didn't have chances. We did.
No.
You didn't finish on every one of them.
It's tough because you have to learn to take those games. Like we have to learn to just take those games.
And I'll shout out Dave Senior as well.
He played a great fucking
He played
game.
a phenomenal game. I think he had 2 or 3 cross crease,
Oh,
just absolute wall saves. So
Yeah.
like he had a lot of good saves in that game.
Yeah, I mean they just had a really good game, and we can't get beat up too much about it. But it was the problem was it was an important game that we really wanted, we really needed.
And then
we moved on.
Yeah, so that was July 31st, Friday. On Saturday, the next night, we go in and we play
Back-to-back.
against the Shakas. And it was a tight game. We ended up winning.
I'll say it's a tight game, but we maintained the lead throughout.
Yes, we did.
I think they might have tied it.
No, they did not. So
we maintained a goal lead throughout.
we started off pretty good. I don't know what this. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. So hold on before you. I got the live barn of her doing that.
Okay.
I was hoping that it would be more central ice, so you could see me. Because when I seen her doing this, I gave her the old feeding the geese, distributing some free literature.
Well, I don't know who it was. You know,
that was just a funny moment. But I do want to pull up a little clip.
Hold on, before we get into that, I was gonna say let me talk about it at least for a second. The first period was we were up 3-1.
Yeah,
we did maintain the lead the whole game, luckily, but we were up 3-1. I had 2 goals that were I just looked at
supposed to do
26 seconds apart. I didn't realize they were only 26 seconds
we
apart.
ripped them. We ripped them
and then Chucky buried one just a couple minutes later, and they got one 5 minutes before the period ended.
Shout out
So
to Katie. Katie played a great
Katie
game.
Flynn played a great
She played a
game.
great game.
You know, it was a great game overall by everybody, though. I think everybody on both sides of the puck had good games.
Even the guys who like maybe you don't see them on the stat sheet as often. Like I mean Pat. OC did wasn't. Pat had a great.
I told Pat at the end of the game he had one of the best shifts I've ever seen him have in the two and a half, 3 seasons we've been with this team.
I mean, we were just talking about the bronze. It's sometimes it's just about being in the right spot. And all game, Pat was in the Stavely.
Right,
all game, Stavely was in the right spot. And then like he was working the puck behind the net, and like that's what I said to him. Like we had a conversation after the first game, and it's like we talk about the word confidence in hockey a lot, and that's not what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about like it's that you have the puck and there's something you want to do with it. And you have to have the confidence that nobody's going to stop you from doing it. Like you're going to get it done. So that's the confidence that we're talking about. And in reality, the confidence that Stavely showed, like he was working the puck around the net. And like the biggest tell you see in a player when they're not confident in their ability is the eyes. So if you notice like the eyes stay down, or like if the puck's moving their stick and the eyes down, that's more of like I don't want them to stop going.
I'm nervous. Yeah,
I don't want to fuck up. And that's what it is. It's not that he doesn't trust the skill. He doesn't want to fuck up. Nobody wants to fuck up. I mean, as a defenseman, I hate fucking up because you can see it. It bothers me. It usually results in a guy going the other way. But there were so many guys who kind of have had issues like finding their niche, and they just played a great fucking role all game. You had a great game after having a little bit of a frustrating game.
Yep.
I will play the clip. There's a quick little clip that I want to play for Justin because this might be the first time in history we've seen the extra move work.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. I mean, the goalie was going left. I had to go right. That's all it really was.
Yeah, right there at the end, he made an extra little, and like that. I'm not a hands guy. I'll make a move here or there.
Couple moves.
That extra move. Oh, I rarely see people complete it. I rarely see it's like a 2-move minimum. You have 2 moves.
Maximum.
Yeah,
It's a 2-move minimum for
sorry,
me.
Sorry. Yeah, this fucking guy is 2 move minimum. After the second move, you should be thinking shoot past dump.
I'm thinking next move.
Hockey gospel right here. I don't care. Write it down. Put it on a T-shirt. After the second move, shoot past dump. Go ahead, Frankie. Go ahead, Frankie.
Third move.
I listen. I can agree with you, but Justin Davis is doing Justin Davis things. All right, taking chances, just doing the best he can. He sees the third move. He's going for the third move. It's kind of like 3 blind mice. It ends in 3s.
Yeah.
Sorry, that one was not good.
He's hoping all 3 of them are blind. That's the problem.
I made them look fine.
Usually the third one, your momentum has slowed down enough that it's easy to skip. And I'm giving you game as a defender. It's easier to get around the first 2. The third guy is almost impossible if you want to have a quality chance to happen. Because it takes your energy, it takes focus, and it takes control. It's hard to keep control for that long. Go ahead, Frankie. You got a
Real
jam
quick.
going.
Yeah, real quick. I don't want to take up too much time because I'm in the corner of the music, but I wanted to catch the end. Heard what you guys were saying. Shout out Katie Flynn. Man, what a great player. It's awesome that you guys been having her play. Dude, she's a gamer. Absolute gamer, dude. Great girl, good player. And so it's cool to hear her name get mentioned. But just want to jump back home, just kind of end my portion of it. 2 Bars, 1 Pop podcast, incredible stuff. Make sure you follow them. They don't look, boys. They don't even need me anymore, fans. They're doing their own thing. I got invited back in. It's been a good time. I want to end up one more thing about Hastings. I was doing some thinking before. And
Wait. Before you get hold on, Frankie. Hold on. Before you get into that, let me at least go over. We got our next game coming up on Sunday.
Just plug in real quick.
Next game comes up on Sunday, August 9th. At 8:25, we're playing the Wombats.
Big one.
So we'll see Cody Baldwin there. We'll see if we can get some goals on him.
We won't see Sean Hastings.
We won't see Sean Hastings there.
Frankie's seeing Sean Hastings in
And
sleep up there.
before Frankie goes on his tirade, I do want to say, Frankie, I absolutely beat the ever-loving hell out of him in the chocolate team. I had him spin. So there's a little revenge for you.
I like that, brother. I do. Sometimes you join a hockey league and you meet a lot of good people, you meet a lot of bad people. And let's flat out, dude. For a long time, it's just a real pain in the ass. I'm not really sure I'm getting out with this, but I was at home seeing the family for a little bit. I was looking at the Chirpy Cup, watching a little Phillies baseball, and the guy hits a grand slam. And it made me think that I'm real annoyed with him right now. When you're that miserable, that you gotta just bring just all of a sudden just pick a name out of a hat and just start talking shit. Nick, with all due respect, Nick, I'm glad you hit him. I'm glad you leveled him. All right. I wish I could have saw it. I'm probably not making much sense, but just a couple of thoughts that I had. I'm a little pissed off. I can't wait to clip all of this and post it. My inbox is open. My DMs are open. He likes to run around and talk a lot of shit like he can actually do something about it. It's on site. It wasn't about me. You want to say what you want about me, my brand, my company, but you mentioned the wrong person. You threw somebody else's name in that you shouldn't have threw in there, and now it's personal. He probably didn't think it was going to get back to me because he's always likes to take no chances, as if he could do something about it. Well, now what? I'm really annoyed, boys. I'm really annoyed.
Yeah,
We got
boys.
so hungry.
Well, look, if anything, it kind of makes more sense now because I think I don't think I've seen him in front of the net at all.
No,
I didn't even realize he was playing. To be
He
honest,
came late.
oh, he did come late. Okay, 'cause I think at one point I just remember seeing him with his fucking cute little helmet.
he comes late because he doesn't want to come involved and tack with anybody in the hallway because you never know when he might just get suckered by somebody. I had to save that dude's ass so many times. I've had so many people reach out to me. Oh, dude, stop being his bodyguard. Stop being his bodyguard. Blah blah blah. I was like, nah, dude, you ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't doing nothing wrong. And now it's just like, you know what, dude? What?
Well, like I said,
You're
like
the
I
biggest,
said,
the biggest idiot in the entire hockey community that literally talk shit about someone that would literally smack you around
well,
like a
I said
quesadilla.
like I said on my exit, Frankie. At the end of the day,
Um,
you went on with your tournament or your game, and
Yeah,
you raised a lot of money in spite.
And that's
spite
all
of
that
it, so.
matters.
yeah, that's all that matters.
Well, thank you,
Oh, Captain, my
well,
Captain
Yeah,
Hooverman.
Captain.
who
Good to
you
see.
checking out?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, boys, and what? Before I get out of here, I want to end one more thing. Rocket Power Symbol. Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, boys. Great show tonight. I'll be talking to you guys later on.
All right, brother. Catch you later. Drive safe.
Drive safe, please.
I know he's not driving.
Either way.
Um,
All right, boys.
All right,
I think
well,
that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it.
A little
Like
bit
I
of a
said,
longer episode, but it
if-
happens.
If you're a fan of the Corn Stars, you're a fan of the two brothers. We got 3 games remaining.
Come
God,
out for a game.
God willing, we end up in the playoffs. We'd appreciate the support if you want to come out. I mean, even if you see us after the game, I know Justin usually takes a beeline for the bench before he goes to the locker room and says hi to the wifey and all that. So
Mhm.
if you want to say hi, fan of the show, whatever, like that's cool. I mean, we have fucking 3 people watching right now, so it's not like we're fucking celebrities. Yeah, definitely reach out. Let us know what you think, and we appreciate you guys listening in, and we'll see you again next Monday.
Yep. Thanks
All
for
right,
showing
check
up,
it out.
guys.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Peace.